Green Bay, I thought, played the best game I've seen him play all year. Shot the ball better than I've seen him shoot all year. We shot the ball not very well. And I'm just proud of our guys. I thought they win with class. And in losing tonight, I thought they did it with a lot of class. They fought all the way to the end until the clocks were all zeros. And I told them the most important thing is this fight they're going to need in life. When things aren't going well, they're going to have to keep fighting the whole way. And just really proud of the character of these guys and the class that they have.
Questions for Alec and Keith?
Alec, what do you ask for just sort of the emotion?
It hurts. This hurts. This sucks. There's not much more to it. They played better than us today. They outlasted us. It just wasn't our day. I was just trying to get something quick, a couple seconds on the clock, and full court shot's not really in our favor, so just threw the ball down the floor, and fortunately it fell into my hands and just made an easy basket.
Not really. We work on it all the time. I guess we started pressing a little bit when we didn't see the ball go in. But we shoot it like any other shot with confidence. It was terrible for me, knowing it would be my last game. I should have known I had 4 fouls. And not to make a foul like that, it was terrible.
Say that again.
5. Yes.
We're still double checking that because our books had 4. We had 2 people.
I just watched the replay of the game.
There was 5. The other thing that helps is usually video boards in the arena tell you that. So if we have it wrong, we can double check it on video boards, but there's no video board to tell you how many fouls each player has, which sometimes that's beneficial because we can correct it maybe earlier.
Anything else for the players?
Alec, just what do you do over the next week? Sunday,
Right now it's going to hurt for a while. This is our fate's not in our hands anymore. Whatever gets decided, we have to live with. And until we get back to start practicing again, we got to let this hurt a little bit. Let this motivate us because we're better than what we showed tonight. We're a team that no matter where we end up, I feel like we can make a deep postseason run wherever we're at.
One more for the players? All right, thanks guys, you can go back to the locker room. Questions for Coach Drew?
12-hole run there in overtime for them. Was it just their night?
Yeah, I think from the very beginning, again, they had the game of their life. Again, we haven't seen them ever play on film like this. They've never shot the ball like this, and they had the game of their life tonight. Everyone was making shots for them. Things were going their way. For us, we caught a rhythm a couple times. We never really got into a solid rhythm, and a lot of that was just because they kept making shots and putting pressure on us on that end of the floor. Biggest things, I think they had a lot of momentum, made a lot of shots, and we were without one of our starters and one of our better players. The lineup we started tonight's the first time we started this lineup all year, so our rotations are different than they've been all year. And the player, Devon Walker, started every conference game this year until tonight. Obviously, we missed him a lot out there. I think that he does really helps us. We don't look at the win streak or anything like that. The unfortunate thing is at our level, at the mid-majors, you for 60 days, you win a league, and you have one bad day with one of your best players injured, and a team has a game of their life, and you can't get the automatic bid. In the big scheme of things, it just doesn't make a lot of sense.
Coach, if you make a lead for that one,
that's up to the committee. Obviously, this team, is the best team since I've been head coach that we've had here. I definitely feel we can make a run in the tournament. All the mids need to get together. There's a lot of number 1 seeds that have lost this year that have won their league for over 2 months, and you get one bad night, and there's a chance you don't go to the tournament. Again, it just doesn't make a lot of sense to have the teams that win your league not go in the NCAA tournament. We didn't shoot the ball well. I would like to think we'd have shot better than 9 for 29 from the field, but that's an irrelevant question because, that's not the case. Yeah, players make plays, and Jabril made a, superb home run pass, and, Alec had great concentration, and, to catch it, but I thought his finish, going full speed out of bounds was a wonderful finish that he had under, obviously, under a lot of pressure with the second left. Yeah, I was hoping that momentum could get us. We could have got, maybe a 3, 4, 5 point lead. Maybe put some pressure on them. We just never really got to that point that I thought they really had to feel pressure like they had to get baskets. They kind of stayed in their comfort zone, and guys made threes and made shots that usually don't make them.
2 more for Coach.
I don't know. Could not. Really can't give you an answer on that.
how do you handle the next week?
We'll practice later in the week, so we'll give the guys a few days off, and then start practicing, and hopefully, the guys are already motivated. There are obviously a lot of tears, but they're motivated. To hopefully get in the NCAA, and if not, we do get the automatic bid to the NIT, so they know they have some basketball ahead of them. Haven't even thought that far.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.